It's the Weather Xtreme video, the afternoon edition for Thursday, September 1st. Still hot today, but at least we're into meteorological fall. Just sounds better saying that. Obviously, Hermine, now a hurricane, is the big item of interest. So let's just go right into it. There's a look at the hurricane this afternoon south of Apalachicola, moving north-northeast. And you can see up our way, you can see scattered cumulus clouds and a pretty hot afternoon for the first day of meteorological fall. Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, Gadsden, 95, Anniston, 93. We do expect highs back in the upper 80s tomorrow, so at least the numbers coming down a little bit as we're on the backside of Hermine. We do note we have a few scattered showers and storms in a convergence zone where low-level winds are converging, making the air rise from near Ranburne down to about Ashland and Sylacauga and Mary, and those are moving to the southwest. And we'll maintain the chance of a few showers tonight on the far, far periphery of the circulation of Hermine, but nothing widespread. Watches and warnings across the southeastern states. Most of what you see there, those are flash flood watches and tropical storm warnings, all the way from Tallahassee and Apalachicola up to the Outer Banks of North Carolina. That does include the extreme southeastern corner of Alabama, Henry and Houston counties, in a tropical storm warning as they could see winds maybe gusting to tropical storm force late tonight after midnight as Hermine passes just east of there. So obviously flooding is one concern along and east of the circulation center. Another concern, the possibility of a few tornadoes. Now we have the standard slight risk of severe weather, basically east of Marianna, Florida, and east of Mexico Beach, Florida. That includes Gainesville, Ocala, Tampa Bay, St. Petersburg, Jacksonville, and up into extreme southern Georgia. Then tomorrow got the standard slight risk from near Jacksonville up to Wilmington, North Carolina, and parts of the Outer Banks, the coastal plain of North and South Carolina. Then on day 3, which is Saturday, we have a marginal severe weather risk over eastern North Carolina for what's left of Hermine. Obviously, rain a big issue. Big rain numbers, big totals with Hermine up and down the Atlantic seaboard. Here's a little closer look, and you can see a 10.55-inch bullseye over the far northeastern Gulf, and amounts between 5 and 10 inches for parts of South and North Carolina, the eastern parts of those states, as Hermine rolls on to the north and east. So here's the big tropical picture. Again, we got Gaston that's moving out toward the Azores. We've got the little wave in the eastern Atlantic, void of convection because the air is so dry. If anything can get going there, it's going to be several days, and that remains to be seen if this can develop. So just something to watch. There's a look at Hermine. Hurricane hunters found hurricane-force winds in there, 75 miles per hour, minimal hurricane, moving north-northeast at 14. There's the radar presentation from Tallahassee at 2:13 this afternoon. Obviously, just a huge rain bands are wrapping in, and within those spiral bands, there could be a few isolated tornadoes, and of course, the potential for some flooding issues as well. Here's the track. No change. Comes in a little east of Apalachicola, south of Tallahassee tonight, around 9 or 10 o'clock. Comes up through southeastern Georgia, far eastern South Carolina, and up toward the Outer Banks of North Carolina. Then it kind of meanders around off the Jersey shore. That's kind of an interesting forecast challenge early next week for our friends there. This is the high-resolution HRRR model, valid this evening at 9 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock Eastern Time. And it shows the circulation center coming in at St. George Island, south of Apalachicola, 984 millibars. And again, we remind everybody the big problems with storm surge will be east of there, not west. Panama City and Destin, they're on the good side, the offshore side. And again, no doubt, Panama City and Destin, they'll see wind and rain, but the storm surge problems, no, not there. It's east of the circulation center. This is the potential storm surge flooding map, and this is suggesting we might see a few spots where you see the colors of red of storm surge flooding of 9 feet above the ground. That's huge. And again, this is a fairly sparsely populated part of Florida in that Big Bend region. This is from Appalachia Bay down toward Fish Creek, Horseshoe Beach, Cedar Key. then maybe down toward Hernando Beach. But that's where you've got your storm surge problems. And then, of course, flash flooding problems. The orange, that's 6 to 10 inches of rain, including Tallahassee. And then ultimately for parts of the eastern Carolinas and extreme southeast Alabama, down around Dothan, they could pick up over 2 inches of rain for this. But for most of our state, it all passes us by. All right, model fans, here we go. The GFS. This is tomorrow at 1 o'clock. This is at 500 millibars, about 18,000 feet off the ground, troughing over the eastern U.S. That's going to pick Hermine up and take it northeast. Now, this is tonight at 9 o'clock. Central Time, and you can see we got a few showers about. Now, this is composite reflectivity. I don't think the rain coverage will be that great, but we are going to mention the chance of showers tonight on the northern periphery of the circulation of Hermine, but the big rains will be obviously down to the southeast. The most widespread rain tonight east of I-65, south of I-85. And this is 3 a.m., and you can see that everything's just kind of winding down. So after midnight, the showers fade away, the system moves away, and even down in Dothan, the weather starts to improve after midnight. And then tomorrow at 1 o'clock, Hermine is over there toward between Augusta and Savannah, Georgia. We are on the dry side. For us, we're expecting highs back in the mid to upper 80s. Pretty good north breeze, lower humidity. Dew points come down a little bit, not tremendously much, but they'll come down a little bit. And obviously the most inclement weather east of here. This is Saturday. Hermine is just off the Outer Banks. And again, you see some green down in South Alabama. That doesn't mean it's just going to rain a lot. That's scattered showers and storms. You get that almost every day in early September down there. So the weather for the Labor Day weekend will be just fine for the Gulf Coast. The seas will subside. A lot of sun, just a few scattered showers and storms. And up here, I think for Saturday, we'll leave it dry. Mostly sunny with a high, I'd say, between 87 and 90. We do not expect rain in Auburn Saturday night for the Auburn-Clemson game. Sunday, Hermine is lurking off the Jersey shore, and that could be a problem for coastal flooding there. That's going to be a headache for our friends that forecast the weather there. But for us, Sunday will be nice, mostly sunny with a high around 90, and Labor Day. Hermine just hanging around east of Long Island, southeast of Long Island. For us, mostly sunny with a high again around 90. And I guess the chance of rain technically is not zero Sunday and Monday, but it's so small for now we're not going to mention that. Tuesday, moisture starts to increase a little bit. There could be a few isolated showers. This is Wednesday of next week, same thing. Showers are possible, but probably few and far between. And Thursday, a week from today, 594 Ridge. Summer wants to hang on. Got a nice cool trough up in the northwestern states, but for us, typical kind of summerish weather. Partly sunny, maybe an afternoon storm in spots. This is the end of the forecast period. Sunday, 9/11. 594 heat bubble centered a little east of here, front north of us. But again, that looks pretty quiet. I wish I could promise a nice, refreshing, cool air mass. No. In fact, you can see the GFS suggesting highs at or over 90 for the next 15 days. Lows upper 60s and low 70s. Might be late September before we get that first good fall front of the season. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. If you can't catch us this evening on the live stream of the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.